Forensic communication tools for adversarial dialogue. You approach communication as a craft governed by choices that either escalate conflict or create clarity. This report distills 3 high-yield tools you can deploy immediately in depositions, negotiations, and everyday conversations. You will learn to reframe connective language, shift from micro-disputes to macro-alignment, and control tempo and diction to reduce defensiveness and increase comprehension. Your objective is simple. You will make your words carry more power with less friction. Footnote. This section sets your aim to convert everyday conversations into controlled, outcome-oriented exchanges using 3 concrete tools. Executive Overview. You begin by treating dialogue as strategic interaction under conditions of disagreement. You assume the other party has priors, incentives, and emotions that shape perception more than your logic. You therefore privilege framing over force, clarity over speed, and bridges over walls. You will audit your own phrasing, remove triggers, and replace them with connective structures that invite engagement without surrendering substance. You will measure success by lowered resistance and higher informational yield. Footnote. This section frames your stance toward disagreement as a design problem that you solve with framing, clarity, and measured delivery. Tool 1. Replace but with and. You treat but as a conversational delete key that negates what precedes it and signals rejection. You replace it with and, which acknowledges the prior statement while advancing your position. You say I hear your point and I see it differently, not I hear you but I disagree. You say I am sorry this happened and that was not my intent, not I am sorry but that was not my intent. In examination, you avoid but to prevent defensive closure and instead keep witnesses talking, which yields usable facts. You apply this in email drafts, live questioning, and sensitive feedback, turning confrontations into continuations. Footnote. This section instructs you to swap a negating conjunction for a linking one to preserve rapport while advancing substance. Tool 2. Elevate from the specific to the general. You avoid trench warfare over minutia by moving to shared higher ground. When a counterpart invites you into point scoring, you respond with macro alignment. You say I agree that is worth discussing, I agree that is a fair concern, or I agree we both care about the next generation, then reframe the issue at a level where principles can guide particulars. This shift reduces heat, restores perspective, and creates space for problem solving. You use it when family, colleagues, or opposing parties fixate on details that mask value conflicts. Footnote. This section directs you to de-escalate disputes by affirming broad concerns first, then guiding the conversation from principles to particulars. Tool 3. Pace and enunciate. You slow down at critical moments, enunciate each word, and use calibrated pauses. You convert speed into signal by making key sentences crisp and deliberate. In questioning, you say you did not go to the store, rather than rushing the clause. In dialogue, you breathe, wait, and let silence regulate emotion. You treat rapid reactions as line snaps that break rapport, while measured cadence acts like steady tension that holds the exchange. You deploy timing as rhetoric, turning presence into persuasion. Footnote. This section teaches you to control tempo and diction so comprehension rises and defensiveness falls when stakes are high. Applications across legal and everyday forums. You operationalize the tools in depositions to keep witnesses open, in mediation to surface interests, and in negotiations to sustain momentum. You map them to email templates, meeting agendas, and feedback scripts. You pre-write in constructions, macro affirmations, and slow read lines for pivotal points. You align practice with professional duties of candor and civility by making communication precise, fair, and de-escalatory, which improves the record and the outcome. Footnote. This section shows you how to embed the 3 tools in recurring legal and non-legal settings through templates and habits. Implementation protocol. You adopt a weekly audit. 1. You scan your sent emails and replace at least 5 instances of but with and. 2. You script 3 macro affirmations you can deliver verbatim. 3. You rehearse a 60-second slow read of a crucial point with full enunciation. You track effects in a simple log noting resistance levels, information yield, and resolution speed. You iterate based on outcomes, not intentions. Footnote. This section converts principles into a repeatable practice loop with auditing, rehearsal, and feedback metrics. Conclusion. You now possess 3 portable tools that change how your words land. You link rather than negate, you rise above details before returning to them, and you let cadence carry authority. Use them consistently and you will notice fewer walls, more bridges, and better records. The constraint is not your opponent's temperament, it is your discipline in deploying the craft. Footnote. This section closes by assigning you the discipline to apply the tools so that rapport, information flow, and outcomes improve.